Alright, MCCS Policy Manual, Chapter 9, Marine Corps Communications, Section 9, Section 6, Marketing. Purpose to issue for the MCS marketing function. Background. Marketing is an integral function of operational success for the MCC activity, marketing activity, profit the promoting, publicizing with the product, serve with the meet with the demand, with the meet with the include with the packaging, provide the promotion, the MCF with marketing may cover the wide range of the action. Food marketing analysis of the program and analysis of the demographic, the geographic analysis of the operating assessment of the forecast program, the objective development, the strategic planning with the competitive analysis for the promotion, the advertising publicity with the public relations, visual of the merchandise, with the coordinating with the monitoring of the efforts. 9602 for the scope of each of the relation MCCS organization should have the capability of the conducting marketing effort to provide the assistant chief staff of the director of the MCS within the staff of the assistant ensure the sound marketing program. 9603 research the system, gathering and recording, analyzing the use of the statistical principles relating to the identification of the need of the assessment performance program performance marketing with a good service. The deputy commander should conduct with the Marine Corps of wide customer research of the program evaluation, include with the customer associated satisfaction surveys, Marine Corps exchange with price comparison survey, pre-benchmarking state of the program evaluation assessment. Topical customer and program search, specifically research the need of the installation show the support of the implementation. Marine Corps wide research activity includes select the valid sample, the administrative survey, periodically conduct the demographic, the geographical analyze with the aid of the local planning of the program action that ensure timely customer feedback, collect with the provide value with the information on the program performance, execute topical customer program specific research as needed. 9604 marketing plan, annual marketing plan with the basis of which all of the marketing activity formulated, monitored, value with the marketing plan, make it down with the research data, marketing composition, statistics, competitive analysis, current operational analysis, goals, objective, task, promotion plans, appropriated and non-appropriated fund and budget, installation show the staff with the annual MCCS integrated market plan based on short, long-term range MCCS plan. Additional plans shall include the following major observe the events for the organization-wide marketing plan, key volunteer recognition week, February, month of military child, April, children abuse month, April, 4th, military spouse appreciation week, May, volunteer recreation week, June, and 6th, national physical fitness sports month, June, 7th, youth suicide prevention month, June, drug abuse prevention week, red ribbon week, October 9, domestic Violence Month, October 10, Week of the Military Family, November 11, Suicide Prevention, November 12, National Drunk Driving, 3D Prevention Month, December. 9605 of the advertising promotion, MCF, the gracefully routinely communicate with the available, give the good service of the program, with the offers of the available, the need with the MCF, the version advertise with the must, the target eligible, the issue of the not reflect with the unfavorable. Favorable MCS Marine Corps with the Department of Navy, with the Department of Defense, with the federal government, the commercial enterprise, with the offer similar God services with the type of the merchant Marine Corps exchange, limited to the only with the product with the exchange with the authorized to sell. MCCS now with the other Department of Defense, Department of Navy, the own interest internet site, the merchandise server that's showing that advertise with the control of the MCS now with the other Department of Navy internet site with the advertising script for the MCS now site with it will not be sold with the external vendor of the policy that does not with the precluded internal general information about the merchandise server the program with the events being offered to the MCCF with the general information location offer the hours of operation information category A and B with the moral welfare recreation program events for the activities available that may include with the user fees and charges category C related. Lease private trip will be able to not specifically sales price the percent off sales direct mail. Mail is promoting awareness general with the MCCS information offered to the eligible you for the conduct of the commands of the lease quarterly with the mailing advertising specific the commercial product with the commodity for the service to provide by or for any of the private individual firm corporation authorized only for the patron's voluntary request to receive the mailings the cost of the promotion mailings include postings shall be awarded with the national appropriated funding. Use exchange machine list provided by the agent restricted to specific exchange mailings. Advertising purchase for the MCS moral welfare recreation activities may pay for the purchase for the advertising for the Department of Defense newspaper the install with the cable television install. An enterprise with the publication provide primarily distribution public military reservation for the authorized patron for the information sale of the goods and distributed that include brand name item practices. Prices may include such grant paid advertising MCCS moral welfare recreation. Activities pay for the advertising for the distributed events for the non-DOD publication gear for the audience for the authorized patrons for the advertising may be gear for the military Department of Defense agencies audience for the advertisement must have the following disclaimer the offer or event is open to any Only authorized patron of the MCS Moral Welfare Recreation Activity may pay for the advertising of the appropriate civilian media, the newspaper, the radio, etc., which events are open to the public. 1. Events do not directly compare with local civilian community events. 2. The events are coordinated with the basic public affairs office and they are scheduled within frequently, not weekly or monthly. 3. Even related merchandise may be sold, but shall not be advertised. 4. Sales of MCCS advertising pay for the MCS Moral Welfare military welfare recreation activities may sell space for this commercial advertising any media except well-based, produced, or prepared. MCS press signs, electronic signs, scorecard with an interactive video cost gave at the part of the following installation companion with the designee that makes federal decision acceptance of the advertisement that determine appropriate public perception, potential impact, local economy, the effect of the local civilian enterprise newspaper. Advertising shall not contain any of that might be illegal to the contrary of the Marine Corps regulation. All advertisements comply with the same standard with the priority with apply with the commercial entry publications. Solid advertisement undermine the conflict with any existing non-appropriate funding contract agreement is prohibited except to pay commercial advertisement with the Army and 4th radio television system. Local commanders channels the appropriate funding media is prohibited. After the advertisement shall contain the following disclaimer: the Defense Department of the U.S. Marine Corps, the Marine Corps, or the Marine Corps Committee serve with an endorsement implied with the printing copy. The disclaimer should be available to the instant of the electronic bill of the terms discovered the advertisement with the writing with a review by the attorney with the Office of the Counsel for the Commandment. Evidence 1. Field with the Office of the copy of the agreement to file with the MCC. Evidence ensure with the all advisory sales agreements comply with the following. 1. All the terms are due for the writing of the agreement. The verbal agreements are not permitted. Agreement that did not exceed 1 year with the extension of the may be renegotiated with the term that incorporated with the new agreement. The addendum with the original agreement extension may not exceed 1 year period. Agreement of terms include MCS right to terminate convenience for any time without the penalty by refunding any portion of advertising. The MCS counsel will be consulted. Dispute resolution procedure. The local and non-appropriate funding accounting records should be maintained. Support advertising income expense for the annual report. MCCS advertisement shall be submitted. Deputy Commander for the April 30th each year. For the installation may be designated with the writing and advertising coordinator for the entry for the training with the advertising policy. K. The medium of the distributed off the installation mailing to the authorized patrons is permitted. 5. Vendor cooperative advertising. Marine Corps exchange activities may be accepted with the vendor cooperative for the advertising allowance available. The allowance provided by the total partial for the reimbursement cost. The ensure for the advertising the cost may involve with the printing of the advertising material, the flyer, tabloid, the point of the purchasing side of the vendors may understand that they are not purchasing advertising space, but will not control advertising content, promotion material. C. Advertising vendors' products shall not be advertised solely because of the vendor's allowance are available to not such of the vendor products to exclude solely because of the advertising support is not available. Vendors producing products other than type of support with the in-store of the promotional drawing with the other events intended strictly retail promotions or vendor cooperative for the advertising not considered the commercial sponsor for the retail activity. However, not solicited product donation support other Marine Corps communities with the moral welfare recreation activities are considered the commercial sponsor. Vendor supplier for the may purchase of the advertisement of the installation newspaper, the other publication of the military arms in order to sell their products. Vendor advertisement type of the military Marine Corps service, so the must contain the disclaimer or state within military communities who do not sponsor the pay of the advertisement. 9606 Public Relation, Public Affairs, Publicity. The installation of the MCS of activities may present new for the information for the MCF to ensure the public information distributed in the most effective manner with the public affairs and in public affairs in both internal information, external the information for the public. Public relations include press relations, program policies, organizational communication, public information, consider the releasable information required for the readily available. It is not classified otherwise releasable. The Freedom of Information Act is amended with prior to release. However, all article of the photograph of the information pertaining to the operation intended for the publication outside of the military establishment shall be submitted with the Command Public Affairs Office with the review and approval of the MCCS encouraged to submit with the Public Information Organization, Chamber of Commerce, the local government, the local media, etc. This is MCCS relation, local, the community, the host, and the public meetings is also effective tool with distributing public information to the community, gathering public feed with the MCS program activities. Also, Section 52 572044B reference M. 9607 installation MCS web publishing. Commercial web hosting facility with a host installation MCSS. Website's official and unofficial information is prohibited. Privily information relief of the website responsible by the Assistant Chief Secretary Director of MCCS designated with the corner server the Deputy Commander of the appropriate MCS shall ensure that the credibility official of the information will not adversely affect the association of the sponsorship. Website establishment installation unit MCS activities may establish website per following all of the requirements of the web's establishment coordinated through the deputy commander of the outline with the intranet site with the www.usmc-mcs.org MRI web standards. The web has clearly defined purpose of this world, the mission of the installation of the MCCS. All information displayed for the website of the purpose of worldwide disseminated designs display for the MCCS personnel safety. As if the mission affected business privacy of individuals on unacceptable level of risk of the website shall not include the following biographical data such as SSN's date of birth, the address, the telephone number, except for the number, the names, the location of the family member, the operational organizational chart that includes the names of the billets, operation exercise plan, the lessons learned, reference for the unit location, all the other data for the aggregated code produced, the classified, sensitive, the unclassified information network, configuration, diagrams, topology, address, etc. Installation MCCS activity shall establish procedure for the management oversight of the regular functional review of their website. Installation MCCS activity shall ensure that reasonable efforts are made. Verify accuracy, consistency, appropriateness, timeliness of all of the information placed for the website. Copyrighted material will be used when only authorized in writing by copyright owner for the allowed with the copyright laws. Copyrighted material that may be used only with the materials relating to MCCS mission. All Marine Corps homepage of the BSF of the public must be registered with the government information locator, serve with the deputy commander, reachable the MCCS public webpage registration at the government indicator information locator center. All installation MCS websites not behind MCS Marine Corps Enterprise Network firewall should be located with the deputy commander managed firewall. 2. Privacy and security number of the file. Whether privacy and security notice may be detailed for the bracket of the areas for the installation MCCS activity sponsoring the publicly accessibility website. The notice shall be approved by an attorney within the office of the Council of the Commandment and one with the field office of the site with the name provided by the public server of the Marine Corps community server. The information presented, site name, consider the public information may be distributed with a copy of the appropriate byline, photo, image credits from the requested. See with the first site. For site management, with its collective the statistical purpose of the government, and with the computer support for the software program, create summary for the statistics with you with the purpose of assessing the information of the most least of the interest, determine the technical design specification, identifying system performance of problem areas. For site security purposes, to ensure that the server that remains available to all you for the government computer server that employ with the software program monitoring network traffic to identify unauthorized attempt at unpaid upload, change information, otherwise cause damage. Simply authorized law enforcement investigation. No other attempts are made in identify individual users of their usage habits. Raw data logs are even no other purpose within schedule the regular instruction in accordance with the National Archive Record Administration General Schedule 20. Unauthorized attempts uploaded information, change information. These servers that are strictly prohibited may be punishable with the Computer Fraud Abuse Act of 1986. National Information Infrastructure Protection Act, reference AY. If you have any question with the comments for the information presented here, please refer with the site name comment form. External links to the web resource that may support the organization. Maybe the external links may be to review periodically and ensure the continuity of suitability of the disclaimer must disclaim. Display of linking with the external site. The linking should appear with the MCCS website with the USMC homepage, Navy Moral Welfare Recreation Site, DMC, DSC, OSD, Mill Sites, Military Assistance Program Site, Dantes Site, Educational Benefits, and TRICARE, Department of Navy, Lifelines, Quality of Lifeline, and MCCS homepage. Disclaimer: the following disclaimer should be displayed with a link with the external server. The disclaimer that appears with the page link and the external server, the commercial advertisement and sponsorship. The appearance of the hyperlink with the design constitute the advertisement. The use of the Marine Corps for the website with the information provided with the server that contained therein and are authorized for the military exchange of the Marine Moral Welfare Recreation. The U.S. Marine Corps does not exercise the editorial control over their information found in any of these locations. Such links are provided consistent with the stated purpose of the Department of Defense website. The collection of information To better serve the MCCS communications center with the incident of the net server, the appropriate to collect with the information website with the visitor with the collection information must be kept with the scope of the employment of the MCCS employee with the performing their mission. Gathering usage statistics with the property belongs there. The full disclosure specified with the privacy security note of the MCC activities collecting of the data such as establishing the destruction disposition schedule for the collective data. It is prohibited to use the method of the collector user identifying information such extensible lists of the previously visited site with the email address for the other information, the bill profile of the individual visit of the public accessible website. It is permissible to use the cookie of them other method of the collecting the store with no other user identifying information. However, the user shall be notified whatever the information is collected, stored, why it's been done, how it's been used. The cookie shall be encrypted with the MD5 or the other method appropriate to ensure the integrity of the data. 6. Electronic mail using MCCS activities encouraged to include the official information for the non-appropriate to fund the activity official of the Department of Defense websites. Electronic mail command network as long as the information does not include commercial product advertisements. Commercial sponsorship of the act of the providing of the funding of the goods environment, including fixed assessment assets, serve the MCCS moral welfare recreation program, events, individual agency, association, company, corporation, other at each month with a specifically limited period of time, and the return of the public recognition, the advertising, the promotions, commercial sponsorship of revenues, goods, considered the non-appropriate funding of the sponsor of the other solicited, the unsolicited, defined below. Commercial sponsorship authorized per the following sponsorship shall not be solicited except the outside of the MCCS moral welfare recreation activities unless specific waiver of the social commercial sponsorship that exists. Other installations for the organization sponsored club, the YMCA units for the other official activity representing the DOD non-authorized use commercial sponsorship to offset the program activity expense of the operating on the government property, any funds, products, services, or items resulting from the commercial sponsorship program is only with the MCCS moral welfare recreation activities. Before sponsoring, accept the list of the parties excluded for the federal procurement program shall be consulted with the council, but also see a list of parties excluded for the federal procurement programs, EPLS.gov, commercial bronze for the sponsorship, the opportunity to consult, coordinate with the protecting the installation parties that include the business, operation, recreation, public affair that is necessary to avoid conflict with the interest to ensure the proposal does not violate existing understanding agreements. MCCS moral welfare recreation organizations of the defined commercial sponsorship of office if they could reflect unfavorable Marine Corps or the Department of Defense sponsorship, coordinate with the sponsor coordinator with the designated of the Britain in command of the DC deputy commander shall specify the education training of the sponsor provided with the individual authorized to conduct work within a commercial sponsorship program. Coordinator must ensure the special consideration, favorable treatment, or the not provided support. Sponsors execution, public recognition of advertising entitlement of the draft within the interest and agreement. Additional individuals and even the providing sponsorship shall not be treated with disfavor the stuff with the forms of reprisal with the principle of the policy with the set out with the Department of Defense 5507R with the joint appendix regulation reference 9 reference N applicable with the commercial sponsorship. Retail buyers official responsible for the procurement and contracting are not authorized to solicit sponsorship if it does not preclude with the non-appropriate funding contractors for commercial to sponsor MCS moral welfare recreation activities, other events of the commercial sponsorship shall maintain a record of all MCCS sponsored events, activities including the sponsor's name of the organization, type of the amount of the sponsor, the assistant, the funding goods for the equipment and services provided the deposition use of such assistant funding government equipment and services provided within the MCS moral welfare recreation activities and the annual consolidated report confirmation containing information solicited, unsolicited commercial sponsorship, revenue, merchandise, in kind services but submitted with the DC with the unsolicited alcohol. Others will be anointed separately. MCCS Assistant Chief Secretary with the Director of the Commercial Sponsor coordinated with the other MCS Personal Director involved with the solicitation, sponsor award, recommendation, current confidential financial disclosure report with the on file with appropriate officials. 3. Solicited sponsorship. All sponsorship shall be competitively solicited with the adequate number of the U.S. source of the notification must be conducted through the direct mail solicitation announcement, local and national publication. Interested companies must be sent with a complete solicitation personal package. Requested solicitation documentation must be 4 years showing how commercial sponsorship solicitation mailing list was determined. Alcohol, tobacco companies shall not be solicited. Solicitation should be generally limited to the firms and organizations involved with consumer products. Normally, only Sponsorship of the U.S. firm for the solicited except for the solicitation of the foreign corporations that have the U.S. subsidiaries authorized for the Toyota and for America. Overseas area solicitation, non-U.S. firms is authorized for the commander's approval of the provided solicitations not in violation of the status of the force agreement and treaty agreements. Mccs commercial sponsorship, the coordinator enter for the sponsorship of the negotiation, multiple offers for the sponsorship, the decision may be based on criteria of the price and brand recognition, consumer acceptance, and sponsorship and experience. Unsolicited sponsorship, unsolicited commercial sponsorship is about the treatment the same as the solicited commercial sponsorship, except that it is wholly and entirely initiated prospective sponsor without prior knowledge of the need of the MCS, moral welfare, recreation program, or installation. Unsolicited sponsors shall not be accepted from tobacco companies. Alcohol beverage sponsorship, the alcohol beverage company, including beer sponsorship, will not be solicited. Unsolicited sponsors may be accepted. The alcohol companies provided the alcohol company sponsors similar events and civilian committees offered within sponsorship that may accept only unsolicited, non-direct, primarily exclusive of the military, MCCS, moral welfare, recreation activity, except unsolicited person with the following guidance. Product sales agreements may include exclusive of the alcohol product, the unsolicited sponsorship that receive the prior selection and announcement of the alcohol beverage vendor. Chosen events, you must return the proposal offered to the registered mail. Include letter explaining that the may not review the accept that the alcohol vendor is selected. C. In selecting the alcohol beverage product to be sold, no consideration be given the information contained, such unsolicited sponsorship the offer the per MCO 17-122 E with the product sampling sale of the company couponing in conjunction with the sponsorship agreement is not authorized. This does not preclude on premise for the tasting events for the alcohol beverage otherwise authorized by policy. Reasonable campaign. Surgeon General Warren Pet must be in the sponsorship of the act of the promotion. Reasonable drinking campaign must be an integral part of the event, but the promotion will take the form of the public address, the announcement of the distribution or use of the product vouchers. Agreement, the obligation and entitlement of both of the sponsor of the MCCS must be incorporated with a written agreement that be operative for the period 1 year less than the rentals. Additional 1 year period for the permissible have for the period of cover for the original agreement. The annual renewals will not exceed the total of 5 years. This will not prevent an award with the new agreement the same sponsor. After the initial 5 years, all agreements of the receive of the legal review. Attorney with the Office of the Counsel for the Commandment of the Marine Corps with the title of the Office of the Agreement. It will be signed with the commanding officer to sign with the commercial sponsorship of the coordinated sponsor of the company prior to the event. Agreements concerning the television radio broadcast for the rights of the MCS moral welfare recreation related to pre-event publicity may only be entered after the coordination locals after the judge advocate of the PAO. Commercial sponsors certify with the writing of the cost of the sponsorship of the not charged with part of the portion of the Marine Corps for the commercial sponsor for the agreement that may either the contract or letter for the form of non-appropriate funding procurement procedures not applicable subject to the requirement listed below. The agreement shall be negotiated with the goal providing with the benefit to protecting of the MCS program. Right to audit with the gross net estimate of the scale with the other similar information regarding the right to audit must be reserved in the sponsorship agreement. The product category exclusively and except for the alcohol may be offered to include with the MCS moral welfare recreation sponsorship and proposals. Each sponsorship agreement must provide the limited liability insurance cover the outside of the organization conducting an event with a commercial sponsor for the minimum general liability, product liability, automobile liability coverage of the deputy commander of the health insurance retention for the force of the time with the sponsorship agreement. The coverage may provide primary and secondary level of outlet with the required limit to more than one policy with the provided to meet the requirement the sponsor must provide with the applicable insurance certificate for each policy. This requirement must be waived with the approval of the council, and in this case the liability is not at risk in such case cash sponsorship. 4. Certificate insured with the described and required coverage must be provided with the sponsor of the local MCS program must be kept with a record copy of the certificate for a year. The certificate insured must have the name of the government of the United States of America, U.S. Marine Corps, Post Command, MCS activity, personal family readiness division as additional name of the insured in the event. Cancellation coverage of the commercial sponsor will provide notice of the cancellation 10 days prior to the cancellation. Each commercial sponsorship must contain the hold harmless for the agreement with the commercial sponsorship of the agreement identified with the hold harmless for the U.S. government, the U.S. Marine Corps, the MCS program, personal family readiness division, their officer of the employee with the liability to any of the person arising in the injury of the damage caused by the action and failures to act. Of the commercial sponsors of the officer of the employee, age of the any person of the reasonable should have been made under the commercial sponsor control. The requirement may be to waive the approval of the council in case of the liability is not in risk, such for the case of the sponsorship. Candlelization events of the events will be determined by the Assistant Chief Secretary MCS designee. The rescheduling an event equal to similar to the canceled event will determine the control of the MCS, not by the sponsor. Advertising and promotion of the MCS and moral welfare recommendation activities must communicate with the president of their events with the potential patron if it is possible. For the communication, however, must be restricted as possible. The authorized patron of the advertising for the events were open to the general public and permissible the publication and distributed off pay for all advertisements accredited for the publicity with made with a good faith listed within sponsorship agreement. Sponsorship must be promoted with the premiums content with the drawings or raffles, gambling activities to include lotteries and pools and other games. Chance of the money and property are prohibited. These events are not even the sponsor with the name with personal contact information intended for the moral welfare recreation program events without except the written permission of the individual with when personal information is gathered in relation to the raffle the contest. And the sponsorship agreement must be clearly outlined with the sponsor will do the information gathered. The sponsor must provide clear explanation, personal information, entity give it away with a entry give it away collection boxes, appropriate disclaimer that require that any public recognition advisor, media syndicate, Department of Defense, Marine Corps, neither endorse nor have favor any commercial supplier product services. The disclaimer must be posted on all sponsored events. The disclaimer must be in the flyers, posters, all the advertisement events include banners, promotional stands, and table bowls, exceeding placemat, napkins, score sheets, similar minor items. Disclaimer must also read to the audience for at least one during any of the performance among commercial sponsors and verbally identified. Contents of public recognition advertising media to be reviewed or sponsor referred to the part of the program. U.S. Marine Corps must review the attorney with the Office of Counsel of the amendment over its field office. Local PA coverage of commercial sponsor of the MCS events is authorized by the PA of the unpaid non-commercial news stories announcement of the listings for the MCS moral welfare recreation installation personnel. Armed Forces newspaper, civilian enterprise publications, Armed Force radio, televisions for the outlets are authorized to include the name of the commercial sponsor for the other story facts. Alright, when conducting drawing and raffle, the MCS will ensure that participation for the applicable regulation. MCS employee with the participation will comply with the reference aim of the MCS employee with directly involved with the aspect of the drawing with the raffle is not eligible for participation. See paragraph 6004 1G3 for the raffle policy. Unauthorized commercial sponsoring advisor advertising achievements include the official endorsement of any company their product with the official product with the building official. Solve the drinking of the event with the television of the auto right, the request for the television broadcast right with the major event submitted with the deputy commander with the permit, moon sign with the man with the exemption for the seasonal sign with the cheerboard with the T markers. Use the insignia of the United States of the Marine Corps to include with the initial for the USMC with the official C with the eagle, global, the anchor, emblem, and the arrow with the eagle with the incidental benefit with the commercial sponsor for the MMCS Moral Welfare Recreation event. Is prohibited unless the sponsor for the team with the prior written approval for such use of the CMCAR. Title recognition, name of the event, untitled after the sponsor for the title, individual act of the segment and showing the event, with itself will be identified with the commercial sponsor with the product server that's all along as the title of the academy, the references pro with the Department of Defense. Title recognition is authorized by the MCS Moral Welfare Recreation events over the open house is not permitted to any other part of the open house. For example, the XYZ Corporation presents John Doe with the permissible authorized title recognition. Example of the Marine Corps, the XYZ Corporation presents John Doe, accounting the income derived with the sponsor possible event fees, event expenses that may be recorded. Monetary transaction must be made with a company check over the card, electronic fund transfer, acceptable the cash in, prohibited specific accounting procedures detailed by the MCS, non-appropriated funding, financial management, Navy MC. Responsible MCS programs maintain the record of the providing an audit of the trail with the receiver, the solicitor, the unsolicited, responsible for the periodic audit will conduct a tree record. Financial record therefore must be maintained per reference A, SSIC 7010-1S. Sponsorship of the revenue generated result of the sponsorship that support specific events may be given to similar events instead. Money for future sponsorship efforts for the general administrative expenses associated with moral welfare, recreation, event, and management. Open houses, commercial sponsorship authorized for the MCCS moral welfare recreation events for the open house only specifically approved of the deputy commander. Commercial for the sponsor may not be able to fund any expense for the open house payable for the appropriated funding. Marine Corps birthday balls is authorized to obtain sponsorship of the Marine Corps birthday balls conducted with the MCS moral welfare recreation facilities so the inadequate and able to meet even the supporting birthday ball celebrations. MCCS Moral Welfare Recreation authorized to operate. Obtaining sponsor for the Marine Corps birthday balls conducted in an off-base facility. Commercial sponsorship may not be authorized to defray any expenditure for the payable to appropriated funding. Sponsorship and revenue operated for the similar events may be used for the support of the Marine Corps birthday ball. Segregation of the event rank does not preclude the use of the commercial sponsorship of the entire event as long as the sponsor is negotiated in the support of the entire event. No one group benefits unfairly. MCCS Policy Chapter 9 Marine Corps Committee for the Program Support Section 9 Non-Appropriate Funding Procurement.